Hello, Miss Musselwhite here, and I have just put together a little video with some information about our Kingswood trip, which is happening on Monday the 28th of March to Friday the 1st of April. We'll be leaving school on Monday the 28th of March at around 10:30 a.m. and we will return on Friday the 1st of April before the end of the school day. On the Monday morning, children will need to bring their luggage into the atrium via the middle playground doors, which will be open. This is also where the children attending Kingswood will come out of school on Friday with their luggage. Children will need to bring their luggage in a suitable bag or a suitcase that they can carry a short distance and up a flight of stairs, and a rucksack which will have their lunch in for the Monday and their reading book and reading record. The adults attending Kingswood this year are myself, Miss Musselwhite, Miss Jordan, Mr Starling, Mr Davison, Mrs Cook, Miss McTavish, our reception teacher, Mrs Seaman, Miss May, Mr Surridge and Mr Woolard. Many of us have been to Kingswood many times before and we keep wanting to go back. That's how much we enjoy this week. So what do the children need to bring? This can be a little bit tricky because we don't know what the weather's going to be like. It can look like it's going to be nice, but because we're on the coast, it can get a little bit chilly sometimes. Children will definitely need enough old, comfortable clothes that they can get messy. They'll need a couple of pairs of trousers and some long-sleeved tops. Some of the activities require children to wear long sleeves for their safety, such as when doing archery. Some lightweight tops could be included for layering if it is chilly, some warm jumpers, a coat and some waterproofs in case it rains. Children will need enough underwear for a change every day and a couple of spares just in case. Same goes for the socks, and they will need something appropriate to wear during the night. In my experience of taking children to Kingswood, it's better to have too many clothes than not enough. It's also really helpful for us and the children if their clothes are named, so that if we do have anything left behind, when we go around and collect any leftover property, that we know who to return it to. It's also really helpful if children are involved in packing their suitcases so that they know what clothes they are bringing and what clothes are theirs. Children will definitely need comfortable trainers or walking shoes that they are used to wearing. They may also want to bring Wellington boots to wear down to the beach, and that means they will be able to go into the rock pooling area. And children will also need some indoor footwear. These may be another pair of trainers or slippers. Outdoor footwear that we wear during the day is kept in a porch area as we go into our building, so that we're not traipsing mud or dirt through the areas that we're sleeping in. It's also good that children put something on their feet before they go to the toilets or bathrooms, and slippers or another pair of indoor trainers to keep indoors are perfect for that. Children will be having showers during the week and washes, so they will definitely need a towel. Children with long hair will also need to bring some hairbands with them, as some activities cannot be done without their hair being up. Just in case it is cold, a hat and gloves and scarf, again, just in case. Hopefully they're not needed, but it doesn't hurt to pack them. Children will need to bring shampoo, soap, toothbrush, a toothpaste and roll-ons if they want to. These toiletries all need to be in a suitable bag so it's easy for them to take all their things into the shower in one go. Like I said earlier, they will need a small backpack with their Monday's lunch in it and their reading book and reading record. We're outside for most of the day, so if the weather is really nice, which we're hoping it's going to be, children may want to bring sunscreen and a sun hat or a baseball cap to keep their faces out of the sun. You may also want to pack a bin bag, just easier to separate clean and dirty or wet clothes in their suitcases, hopefully easier then for you to sort out when we get back. The site does have a small shop, so if the children want to, they can bring a maximum of £10 spending money. That will get them plenty in the shop. This money needs to be kept in a zipped purse or wallet, and it needs to be packed into their suitcase and not into their backpack. Children will need a water bottle, which is to be kept in their rucksack with their lunch on Monday. They can bring a torch if they want to, and they can bring a disposable camera if they want to. It's not necessary. Staff will take lots of photos, but please, no expensive cameras. We're asking, please, that the children do not bring any aerosols with them, as these can set the sensitive fire alarms off. Children will not need any electrical items such as phones or hair dryers. Children will also not need any food that won't be eaten by lunchtime on Monday, as unfortunately this will have to be thrown away. As I said earlier, this will all need to be packed into a medium-sized suitcase that the children can carry a short distance and up one flight of stairs. The suitcases need to be stored under the beds, and they're normal-sized beds and bunk beds, so they are not an obstruction to the children. Any medicines that you have put on the medicine form to say that your children need these must not be packed into suitcases, please. These need to be handed to Mrs. Seaman or Mrs. May on Monday morning. They will be around on the playground, so you can go and speak to them. They will be the ones administrating the medicines. They do this every year. They're very thorough. They keep all the records clear, but the medicines need to be handed to those two ladies, please, on the Monday morning, not to be packed into suitcases. Again, like I said earlier, please pack the suitcases with your child so that they know the items they have brought with them. Children are more likely to recognise their own clothes if they have been part of the packing process. Naming clothes, as always, will also help your child bring all of the right clothes home. Kingswood cannot accept liability for the loss of any personal property, which is why we really discourage anyone from bringing anything that's of any value. We are always incredibly well fed when we go to Kingswood. Children will be given 3 hot meals a day. For each meal, there are 2 or 3 options for the children to choose from. Fruit is available for children to have after every meal, as well as the puddings, and there's a salad bar too. As well as a cooked breakfast in the morning, children can have toast and cereal and fruit as well. The Kingswood staff are so incredibly helpful, and they want the children to have the best week possible. So if there is a child that doesn't like any of the options, they will go above and beyond to make sure that your children are fed well. Here is what a typical day could look like at Kingswood for your children. So we'll wake up, we'll get washed and dressed ready for the day before we head off to breakfast. We then, at 9:15, will start our morning activities. We may do something like the zip wire, we may go to Laser Quest. Then we will meet our course director for activities just before lunch. After lunch, we'll head into our afternoon activities, which could be archery or shelter building, before we meet our course director again for our activities before dinner. The fun's not over there though. We then have our evening activity from 7 till 9, which could either be a night walk, a campfire, a disco or bingo. If children want to bring a change of clothes for the disco, they can do that as well. Around 9:15, we head back to our dorm rooms, head in for showers, getting ready for bed. And by that time, we are definitely ready for bed. We are going from 9 in the morning till 9 at night. It's a packed day. We're out in the fresh air all day. We've got the coast air coming in. Children and adults always sleep really well at Kingswood. Other activities that we may be doing are side-by-side, obstacle challenges, buggy builds, leap of faith, low ropes, aero ball. We have a beach trip, nightline, orienteering, climbing. Your children are going to have a packed week. All of these activities are run by trained Kingswood staff who are excellent at their job. So as well as all the adults from school, you've also got all those adults running all the activities for us. And they are involved with the children throughout the day. The children build up a really good rapport with those adults too. And they really want the best for your children. If they're a bit worried about doing an activity, they will just encourage your child to set themselves their own goal to achieve. Naturally, all parents worry that their child is going to miss home. Of course, the children miss you and they miss home. But as you can see, we're so busy during the day, they don't have time to think about that. And that's one of the whole philosophies at Kingswood, is that the children are busy all the time, they're using all their energy up, so they sleep well, and they have a really great experience away from home, and they will be really looking forward to seeing you on Friday to tell you about their week. Finally, either myself or Miss Jordan will send a text every day to Mr. Whalen. He will pass this on to you. The signal is not great where we are, so it's sometimes very hard to send those texts, but we will make sure that you get some information every day on what we've been up to. A last ask would be that it's really helpful for us if your children could practice making a bed before they go. They will need to make their own bed when they arrive. All bedding is provided, but it's really helpful for us if we haven't got to go around and make every child's bed because they're not sure how to put a bed sheet or a duvet on. So if you could practice that with your child before we go, that would really, really help us. On the note of bedding, if you have any concerns about your child having accidents during the night, please tell them not to worry. They can just tell an adult discreetly. We will go and give all the bedding and their clothes to the staff at Kingswood. The staff at Kingswood are more than happy to clean beddings and clothes for us during the day. We can then go and put that bedding back on during the day before the children go to bed, and other children do not need to know about it. We will all come back exhausted. As you've just seen, we've got really long days. The children are on the go all the time. Expect your child to be tired once they get back, and they'll need to catch up on some sleep. If you have any questions that I've not answered during this, please get in touch with us. Either myself or Miss Jordan, your child's class teacher, or the office, and they will be able to answer any questions for you. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for listening. I hope it's been useful for you. And as I just said, if you have any questions, please let us know. If not, can't wait to see all the children ready for Kingswood on that Monday, ready to go.